Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard. Welcome back to Let's Play Monster Girl Quest New Game Plus. Now, in the last episode, we went to the Undersea Temple and nearly had to get into a fight with the Queen Mermaid. Helped Elle get home. We saw the aftermath of that, and now there's only one place that we can be able to go to, and that is the pyramid. So after that, once I'm done with this, I'll end up having to wait until the next update to New Game Plus, whenever that comes out. So I'll get started on Hyperdimension Girl Quest after this. Morning. I quickly wipe the sleep from my eyes. Alright. I open my map up. There's only one other place we can go, and that's the Safina region. So let's head on over to the pyramid, shall we? What level am I? I'm trying to remember. 90. So, yeah, be perfectly fine. Time to go to the pyramid and to get the yellow orb. I'm not sure if Sarah will be there yet, but the yellow orb really can't wait. By the time I get there, I should be there around the same time as Sarah. I hope so, at least. Back to the desert. Great. Why do you insist on torturing me like this? This is implying that I went back to the desert after I had Undyne. So... Sorry, I guess I'm supposed to get the other spirits first and then Sylph? I don't know. I still have to get that orb, though. Poor Undyne. Poor Undyne. Can't even handle a little heat. Ain't that a shame? Oh yeah. I keep forgetting Arabetty is with me. It's so weird having her travel around. Arabetty silently glares at me. I'm sure you really hate the desert. I'm not going to ask you to go with me. How insulting. You think me too weak to handle the desert? Well, no. I mean... You're a slime, she's a slime, you guys prefer to be in cool, damp places rather than heated areas. Like, I can only imagine, like, how things are in the wintertime. Like, the two of you are, like, you're staying together, and she's perfectly fine, but you're sitting over there shivering, like, whew, I need to turn the heater on. You go turn the heat on, and the moment the heat comes on, she just suddenly melts. Like, no, I'm melting! Oh, what a world! Even when I try to be nice, she somehow makes it a bad thing. I'll go with you to the desert. I'm curious. Curious? Curious? Yes, curious. Is that a problem? No, of course not. Decided on our destination, we head toward the pyramid. Okay. This is it. Even now, it's quite impressive. I look up at the pyramid as I whistle in wonder. Have you ever been to the desert before, Arabetty? I awkwardly attempt to have a conversation with her. No. Why would I ever come to such a place on my own? Ugh, it's so hot. How can you stand this? Alice has actually been whining more than Arabetty, though. Yeah, I can see that. It's only natural. I don't care for this place. It's too hot, everything is brown, and the sand keeps sticking to my body. I hate it. You didn't have to come with! We literally gave you the option to not come with, but you took it, you decided to come anyway. You don't have to come with us, you know. You can go wait at the oasis and rest in the lake if you prefer that. Aren't you going to order me to go with him, or something like that? I got the orb on my own just fine before. I should be able to do it no problem. I think. Good. I don't have to deal with you then. I'll be at camp at the oasis. Everybody laughed. That figures. Too hot. I can't take it anymore. I'm going back too. You shouldn't need my help anyway, right? The Sphinx should recognize the sword and give you the orb. Wait, really? She didn't recognize it before. So hot. Body melting. Will to live fading. Hunger rising. I should stop. I'm bad at making jokes. I'm bad. I'm sorry. Alice slid her away, but she's still here. She's still here. She's still here. I don't game. It is pretty miserable out here. Let's get going then. Thus we enter the pyramid. Passing through the narrow, claustrophobic stone hallways, the pyramid dims as we continue inside. Dragon seal. Salamander giggles to herself. A rare sight. What is it? What's so funny? Just thinking about Granbaria. I wonder what would have happened if I brought her along, actually. She always despised this thing. Well, maybe not despised. She sees it as a joke. No simple trial would ever convince me to marry someone. She would always get so defensive if I ever brought it up. So prideful. Everybody can be like that too. So wait, you wouldn't even have to take the trial to marry Granbaria? Poor Sarah. Oh yeah, she did this for, she's doing it for nothing then, if that's the case. Again, this is a mod, so we really don't know, but it would seem natural that Granbaria wouldn't like something like this. Like, let's think about her character for a second. The way she is, she seems to respond more to actual fighting than any type of, like, well, even if we don't show it, anything that would seem remotely romantic. Like, the way she treated Sarah. Sarah did all of that so she could try to be able to get with Granbaria, but Granbaria was more focused on Luca. Like, she preferred Luca because he's stronger. He wanted to fight him. Sarah, she's inadequate. She completely wasted her time with this. What? Do you want to marry Granbaria now? I mean, you're implying that I didn't want to marry her before. No, it's not that. I'm just thinking, that's all. Honestly, Luca, Granbaria or Tammema would literally be the best choice for you over Alice. Then again, we wouldn't get Nero or Neris if that was the case. Although... I wonder if there will be alternate timelines in Paradox that show, like, Luca's kids with anybody else. Because, like, in the original trilogy, we can get, like, alternate endings or something by getting with the other characters. Like the other Heavenly Knights, Erubedi, Tammamo, Granbaria, Alma. So you have to wonder, like, what would their kids look like? Well, knowing her, she would make you take it anyway. You know, just to make sure you jump through all the right hoops. Ah. Sounds rough. Honestly, I don't think it's something she even considered. She's still young. She cares more about finding a fight than a mate. You two are a lot alike. Yeah, they are. Salamander mutters something to herself. Wait, I wonder why he decided to go. Like, he decided to go with Alice and not go with Granbaria. Like, those two would get along just fine. If I had to guess though, like Granbaria's child, like if they had a son, it would be any of the Ryus from the Breath of Fire series. But if I had to guess more specifically, it would be the Ryu from the first Breath of Fire. She would never even acknowledge who isn't. She would never even acknowledge who isn't up to her level. Someone who isn't up to her level in power, though. The same can be said for most high-level monsters, in fact. It doesn't exactly make them open to romance, but I can't blame them. I would never have a weak man either. I simply wouldn't respect them enough. I see. As I sadly shake my head at the situation, I see a monster blocking our path. Oh. Ah, the mummy. I remember you. One of the few monsters I don't have to censor. pile of bandages sit harmlessly on the ground. With that nuisance dealt with, we continue through the dim corridor. With the monster dealt with, I turn my focus inward. How would a high-level monster ever get married then? Doesn't seem like they would have a lot of options. I know! It really sucks for them, doesn't it? It depends on what race we're talking about. I'll be right back, I need to check on something. Okay. It depends on what race we're talking about. Dragons, Lamas, the Monster Lord, the highest ranking monster clans. Most of them have some sort of rule in place on who you can and cannot marry. It's a necessity. What would happen if, say, the Monster Lord married a regular weak man? Well... would their child be weaker? Would their children be weaker? Yes, actually. Weaker genes produce weaker children, and weaker children mean a weaker bloodline. There's more to it than that, though. If a strong monster falls in love with a weak human, what would happen to the man? It's hard to explain to a human. Monsters are scary when they're horny. Sylph, right to the point. Okay. Sylph sums it up in the simplest of terms possible. Yeah. Okay, so the strong monster falls in love with a weak man, and then they get in the mood. The man will most likely be crushed. Death by Snoo Snoo. Once a monster gets real aroused, their lust combined with their power makes them really dangerous. Even I could become a slave to my own animalistic instincts. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Monsters have to be trained to curb their lust from an early age. Almost all of them will do this. The civilized ones, anyway. So, like Granberria, okay. Tememo is like half and half. Erubetti doesn't care. For stronger monsters, it's even more rigorous. They're trained to see sex as a mechanical act, only for feeding and claiming ownership of a man, never their own pleasure. But you can only repress someone's instincts so far. Once they know they found a man that can actually handle them, well, the floodgates are opened, so to speak. If they were to succumb to their urges with a man who couldn't take it, though, it could lead to tragedy. Exactly. What a mess. Oof. Luca was able to handle Alice for how long did it take? 3 days and 3 nights? As we head farther into the pyramid, another monster appears. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the Cobra. Yeah, I was right. Okay. What a vile monster. Once again, I turn my focus inward. It doesn't really answer my first question, though. How would a high-level monster ever get married? There isn't a single human in the world right now who could match Granberria or Alice in sheer power. I mean, aside from you, but you're not going to say anything, apparently. So how? It's rare, to say the least. Salamander sighs. It's a bit of a hopeless situation. You have to become stronger. For many monsters, it's the entire point of their existence. Become stronger, faster, sexier, whatever. It depends on the race. Strengthen your bloodline to make sure it continues. It used to work really well. It was how clans stayed alive back then. Indeed. But in this increasingly civilized age, that line of thinking has become outdated. To keep saying clans, were there, other than like their races, were there actually different monster clans back then? Oh, that'd be so cool if like there were like 2 dragon clans, like the Light Dragon Clan, the Dark Dragon Clan. That would literally be a Breath of Fire scenario. Most races and clans are still stuck in the old ways, though. It's like a tradition. But it's exactly that kind of tradition that's helping to cause so much strife between man and monster. I'm just thinking out loud at this point. You should probably just keep going, Luca. Alright. As we were talking and walking through the pyramid, more monsters appear. And these are the Nefertiti Lamias, last I checked. There's honestly no point in me even showing this fight, so I'm just gonna skip past this. Okay, done and done. Four Lamias. This pyramid has a lot of strange monsters. I can't even say they're just strange. It's just like, this is normal at this point. We continue through the halls of the pyramid, getting closer and closer to the Sphinx's chamber. Huh? A strange noise echoes through the pyramid hall. It sounded pretty muffled. In an area above us, maybe? What was that? It sounded like a woman moaning. Oh, I think I have an idea who it is. Sarah must be here already. She got caught. Ooh, spooky. The spirits pop in my head again. This is fun! Exploring spooky pyramids? It's like we're raiding a tomb or something. Now all one of you needs to do is get a gun, get a nose sleeve crop top, and short shorts. I think Salamander would probably fit the bill. Put her in that. What was that? Maybe it was Sarah. One thing at a time. You'll have time to look for the girl once you get the orb. I guess you're right. We're almost to the Sphinx anyway. We might as well get the orb first. Up ahead, it looks like we're almost to the Sphinx. Okay. We walk into the grand-looking treasure room. Well, into a grand-looking treasure room. And in the middle of the room... Hey, Sphinx! How's it going? Who goes there? The Sphinx. The master of the pyramid, the judge of the Dragon Seal trial, and the keeper of the yellow orb. I have to be careful not to anger her. Oh boy. Actually, now that I think about it, she's the only... She's Sphinx. Her name is Sphinx. She's a Sphinx. But she never... No. That's right, in the original trilogy, I think she... Did she give me a riddle? No, she never gave me a riddle. At all. So, like, what kind of Sphinx doesn't give riddles? Come on. Ugh, a boy? How unusual. Tell me, what business do you have in this pyramid? If you are not here for the Dragon Seal trial, leave at once. Crap. Before, I was just here to save the princess and just happened to get the yellow orb. I doubt she'll be so kind if I outright tell her my plan. Tell the unfortunate truth or tell an unfortunate lie. Either way, it seems like it's gonna be unfortunate. But I remember from the original trilogy, if I tried to tell the truth... No, I tried to tell her that I wasn't there for the trial, and she tried to kill me. So I have to say I'm here for the trial. Actually, we're here for the Dragon Seal trial. This can't end well. Ah, yes, of course. You braved the pyramid and now wish to obtain your mark and pass the final test. Very well, I will ask. What? What happened? Sphinx's face suddenly darkens. You already have the seal. Oh. Oh. Huh? How does she know that? She can't see my hands. Tell me now. Where did you get that seal? You gave it to me. Silence. If you will not answer, then you will die. Ah, come on. Wait. There's a reason why I need the orb. Enough. It is my duty to protect this orb. One bestowed upon me by the Lord of Beasts herself. I'll never surrender it to a human. Ugh. Damn it. I really don't want to fight her. Looks like I have no choice. Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay. Can I knock the power of the earth out of her? I can't. Apparently Demon Revival takes a lot of health out of her, though. She's not doing a lot of damage, so... Can we summon? No, I can't. Okay. You're better than you look. Is that it? Is that it? I did it! Eh? What? Sphinx reappears? Excuse me? Wait, what the... What the hell did you do? I have lived since times immemorial. Even with sealing power like that, I can easily restore my body. It's unfortunate for you, boy. You won't defeat me with a mere seal. Damn it. I was only able to defeat that other girl because of the fire. But all I have right now is this sword. Your only hope of defeating me is to use your other sword. Huh? Your other sword, on your other sheath. It is an ordinary sword, is it not? Oh, no, 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 I don't want to kill Sphinx. That's right. I could probably win if I use that. But if I use that, you could get hurt. Pathetic child. Those that show mercy are the last to fall. For disturbing this sacred place, you will die. Curse of the Pharaoh. Sphinx chants an ancient incantation. Luca's been cursed. What did you do? A chill ran down my spine as she chanted that spell. But nothing else seems to have happened. In a few minutes, your soul shall be forfeit. Your body will be but a lifeless husk, an empty shell. It's going to kill me? What can I possibly do about that? Five. Oh no, it's a doom counter. Darn it. And here I thought I escaped. Oh jeez. Okay. Let me summon all to refresh. She's not hurting. Okay. 2. Can I counter it? Can I use Daystar? 1. What's happening? An overwhelming sense of dread washes over me. Luca, guard, now. Huh? If you don't want to die, then defend yourself. Guard? Would that actually work? I want to listen to Salamander, but I also want... Oh, let me see if this works. The curse has run its course. Now you will die. Tries to claim Luca's soul. Gotcha! Okay. Boom. Okay. Charge. Okay, but I know Daystar can counter that. Two. 1. Okay. Come on, come on. The Sphinx just sits there, motionless. Huh? What's she doing? She may not be planning something big. Doesn't matter, I can't let my guard down. It seems we're at a stalemate, child. The Sphinx sighs. I cannot defeat you. That much is clear to me. And yet you refuse to fight me seriously. How insulting. What? Insulting? What are you talking about? You could easily kill me if you just stopped using that strange sword. But instead you taunt me. I'm not taunting you. I just don't want to hurt you. Your mercy will get you killed one day, human. Very well. I surrender. Really? Then... Oh, that was easy. But it does not matter what you say or do. I will never let you take this orb. Even if it means my life, I will never give it up. Maybe I can't reason with her after all. But why? I get that it's important, but to risk your own life? Of course, I would never actually kill her. Maybe she realizes that. The Sphinx just shakes her head. Do you not realize the purpose of this orb, child? I know what it's for. It's to awaken the Garuda. Exactly. He who has the 6 orbs controls the Garuda. The only reason someone would need the 6 orbs is if the Garuda was sealed. The only reason the Garuda would be sealed is if the Monster Lord did so herself. The only reason the Monster Lord would seal the Garuda is if she felt threatened by the humans on Centaura. Therefore, the only reason a human would want the yellow orb is to awaken the Garuda and kill the Monster Lord. Or he's just a common thief, in which case I use him for my own amusement. That's a lot of reasons. Yeah, well, I mean, she's been alive since, she said, time immemorial, so she has a lot of reasons. However, an angel that knows fully well what the orb does can only be here for one thing. Her eyes narrow, glaring at me, but she quickly drops her icy gaze. Even if I have no place in this world anymore, even if I never see the daylight again, I must fulfill my duty to the Monster Lord and keep her safe. That's... Has she really been in this pyramid for 1,000 years? Does her power make her immortal or something? Wait. That sword. After a moment of silence, the Sphinx suddenly speaks up again. That couldn't be... the Angel Halo? Yes? Did she really not notice this whole time? Angel Halo. It's been over 1,000 years since I've seen that mighty blade. Please forgive me. My eyesight is rather poor. Yeah, she must be going senile. Or perhaps I'm simply going senile. Okay. It's like this game knows exactly what I'm gonna say. When I saw that you were an angel, I did not realize you were sent by the Monster Lord herself. The Sphinx sighs. Wait, how do you know that? You're wielding the Monster Lord's blade, a weapon incapable of actually killing a monster. The only way for you to have that sword is if the Monster Lord herself granted it to you. There is no way you could have stolen it from Helgondo. You wouldn't need the orb if you could just travel there. Of course, it is possible that you simply killed her for it, but then why would you wield such a blade if you were hostile to monsters? Wow, she can think things through really fast. If you are serving the Monster Lord, then for whatever reason, she needs the orb. Hang on. She said that it's not possible to kill with Angel Halo, but let us not forget that, we killed Ilias in Part 3 with Angel Halo. And not only that, but Michaela had said that with enough power put behind Angel Halo, it is actually possible to kill something with it. As evident by the fact that, I think Heinrich had Angel Halo. Yeah, he had Angel Halo, and he actually killed angels with it, but ended up becoming corroded by the holy energy. He wouldn't have been able to harm the angels any other way. Thus, I bestow the yellow orb upon you. With that, the Sphinx drops the yellow orb into my hand. Okay. Really? Are you sure it's okay? As I said, I serve the Monster Lord. I know not the reason for it, but I will respect her wishes. Well, thank you. I guess that could have gone worse. Now then, you must tell me, why do you already possess a dragon seal? How does she know about that? Luca, we literally just went over this before the fight started. Well, speak now, child. I must know the reason. Well, you gave it to me before, but I was sent back in time. This makes me sound like a crazy person. There's no way she'll believe this. Ah, a soul return then. Wait, what? You believe me? You were lying. The Sphinx's gaze returns to an angry glare. No, it's the truth. I just didn't think you'd believe it. It just sounds so insane. I don't know why or how it even happened. I see. The Sphinx goes silent for a moment, lost in thought. Are you aware of the spell known as Soul Return? Soul Return? I've never heard of that before. To put it in its simplest terms, the spell can send someone back in time, but it can only send them back so far. It is perhaps the most powerful and all-consuming of holy magic. The only greater spell would be to alter time itself. How? How could something like time ever be changed? It is possible, for angels at least. As I said, though, it is not easy. Manipulating time itself is perhaps the most difficult and taxing of the holy arts. Simply attempting to cast such a spell could inflict permanent damage on its caster, and the entire world around them. Only the highest ranking angels would be able to use it at all. Even then, they almost never would, simply for how dangerous it is. Okay. So, let's think then. The 4 highest ranking angels, the highest, are Ilias herself, Michaela, Lucifina, and Eden. No doubt Ilias could... The only other reason that Ilias could have to make it where Luca was sent back in time would either be to try to coerce him to her side, which is least likely, or, and I think this is most likely, or she did it so she could put her plans into motion much faster now that Luca is aware, so she can get started right away rather than wait until he becomes a complete total threat. But he's already a bit of a threat as it is. But it still seems like the most likely answer. Lucifina is dead, so it's not possible for her to be able to do it. Eden. It's possible that Eden learned how to do Soul Return as a way to try to impress Ilias. But, That's right. Did I ever... I can't remember if Eden was sealed or killed. I think she was actually sealed. Turned into holy particles, that's technically a seal, because I sealed Valkyrie and Cupid as well, and they came back at the end of part 3, which means that Eden most likely came back. As opposed to Black Alice and Promestine, they were actually killed because, like, I made them lose their will to fight, and the power that they had absorbed became too much for them, and it killed them as a result. So Eden most likely came back, and because Ilias is gone, like all the other angels and everything, it's like, oh, the world, like, we can live in the world in harmony, we can live in peace with the humans and the monsters, unite holy and darkness, blah blah blah, peace all over the world. But Eden, because of her radical, like, worship of Ilias, wanting Ilias's love, her respect for all the effort that she put in, it only makes sense that she would learn of a way to have Luca sent back in time by learning a very powerful holy spell so she can have Ilias back. Okay. That would make sense. Michaela, I don't even think Michaela would even do something like that. Her power is like sort of like waned. She can only use her Sword of the Heavens, what, twice? She can only use Sword of the Heavens twice. So, yeah. She can only use Sword of the Heavens twice. And then after that, she was done. So either Ilias did it, or Eden did it. It's not something to be used lightly. The ability to control time would be a gateway to controlling the world. The frightening thing is, no one can truly know how many times it's actually been used, or even what the exact effects are. I can see why. What happens to the world after someone gets sent back in time? Would it instantly change? Would it do anything to them at all? How could you possibly know? Just thinking about what could happen makes my head hurt. If it is, in fact, true that someone used soul return on you, then your role in this world must be far greater than I first realized. Half angel, in possession of the angel halo, needing the 6 orbs. I can only hope that you possess a good heart, and that you are fighting to protect us. I am. That's pretty cool, though. Like, it is basically like angels and demons, and an angel fighting to protect the demons. That's cool. I won't let Ilias destroy this world. I have to stop her, no matter what. I see. A situation similar to the Great Monster Wars, then. Perhaps I will fight as well, should my master will it. I would consider it. Before you go, I want to ask you one final thing. Huh? You have already taken this trial, yes? And you understand its purpose? Yes, I do. As a half-angel, this is perhaps even more relevant to you than to a human. I'm simply curious as to what you truly think. If you took a monster or a human as a lover, and one of you was nearing the end of your lifespan, what would you do? How would you handle it? Would you want to die as humans? Live on as monsters? Or would you simply do nothing and let things take their natural course? You already know what my decision was. But what will yours be, I wonder? She asked me this before, too. Of course, I didn't know nearly as much then as I do now. Something I'll probably have to deal with anyway. What would I do? I choose... This actually comes as a personal thought for me. Oh, man. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I would truly do. This actually, this gets me thinking. But if I had to say, it would probably be better to let things take their course. I mean, truth be told, I don't really know, but I would think that this would be the more sensible answer for somebody. And I do think it is, but in truth, I really don't know. Well, you guys in the comments, when you reach this, if you reach this part of the video, and you see this, leave down in the comments what you would choose to do. I want to know your honest thoughts. What would you choose to do? Would you rather let things take their course and die separated? Would you rather the both of you die together? Would you rather you or your significant other live on as a monster? I don't know. How could I possibly make that decision right now? I have no idea what would happen in the future. It's not such an easy decision to make, is it? It seems like the choice would be obvious, but... The Sphinx sighs. She's obviously hiding a lot more pain than she's letting on. She needs a hug. She seriously needs a hug. There really is no right or wrong answer to this question. There's certainly not a choice that I can make for you. The only purpose of this trial is to make you aware of the situation, and what a difficult choice it really is. Yeah, I understand. Now then, I sincerely hope you learned something from this. Yes, thank you, Sphinx. Please stay safe. Huh? It's that noise again. That infernal noise has been bothering me for quite a while now. If it doesn't stop soon, I'll have to go and deal with it myself. Maybe we should go check that noise before we go. Well, thank you for the orb. Waving goodbye to the Sphinx, we leave the treasure room, yellow orb in hand. What's that look for?